Good morning, everybody. All right, so we've got a decent amount of gappers this morning. Um, Watching CRK, probably my main watch. GNC's gapping up some. UCTT, AMD is gapping up a lot as well with some decent volume, although it is a higher float stock. We also have PCMI here, gapping up some. MATR, CHEK, gapping down, NETE gapping down, maybe look for a continuation short or possibly a rebound. UAVS is moving some, and PENN is what's on my watch list so far. Still kind of looking to see if I could find anything else. So give me a second, I'm going to see if I could find anything else that's moving. Let me know if you guys see anything else that's moving as well that I can add to my watch list. And in a second, I'll go over the catalyst for these specific stocks. But yeah, we got definitely some more volume than we did yesterday. Definitely watching CRK possibly for an overextended short. See if I could short it at the open if it starts to drop. Let's see what else. Tomorrow is the all-day stream, so I'll be streaming all day tomorrow. All right, so yeah, I think that's about it. I'm still kind of looking on stock twit, so just give me a second. Also, like I said, let me know if you guys see anything moving that I may be able to add. All right, so yeah, like I said, CRK gapping up a pretty big amount from 476 all the way to 712. So definitely an overextended gap, I would call it. GNC gapping up some. This one's gapping up from 386 to 411, so not as extended as CRK, but still going to keep an eye on it. AMD moving a lot. This is a higher float stock, but it is moving some, so we'll see what happens with it at the open. Let's see, there's PCMI gapping up from 1055 to 1170. MATR gapping up some, low volume throughout most of it though. CHEK kind of bummed out. I should have followed my trade idea. The spread was kind of crazy, which scared me out of this one yesterday, but it did exactly what I wanted it to. It ended up washing out. Would have been a profitable trade yesterday. NETE gapping down as well from 884 to 779. I know I have one more on my watch list. Let me see if I can find it. I'm missing one. UCTT. So yeah, UCTT is gapping up from 1583 all the way to 1750 where it's at now. LEDS over 480. What's up, dog? 7. Azan NYC. LEDS, you're saying? It's gapping down some. We'll see. You know, the 450 levels the area I'm kind of watching with it. AKER. Yeah, AKER is moving some. All right, so let's see which ones are tradable today. CRK is tradable, so that's great. GNC is tradable. AMD is tradable. UCTT is tradable. PCMI is not tradable, unfortunately. MATR is not tradable. CHEK is. UAVS is. NETE is. And PENN is. So a majority of stocks are tradable this morning. 8 out of 10 on my watch list. And I'll go ahead and add the watch list to the chat. Here's my watch list this morning. Alright, so now that we got that out the way, let's look up why some of these are moving. What's up, Discount? What's up, man? Alright, so let's look up the catalyst for some of these. First one, CHEK, EBIO, George, or Jorge. Is it Jorge or George? EBIO looks interesting. Gonna watch that one for sure. Gonna get this out the way. For some of the ones that are not tradable. Right. Good morning, JT. What's up, man? Alright, so let's look up the catalyst. MU, Christopher. Yeah, MU's gapping up nicely here. Does look decent. Let's see what the SPY's doing. SPY's gapping up some. And surprisingly enough, the SPY actually rebounded yesterday, which it looked pretty weak in the morning. Kind of surprised by that. Alright, so first things first, CRK. CRK does not have any catalyst today, at least not on Thinkorswim, so that's interesting. That it doesn't really have a catalyst makes me a little bit more short biased with it. GNC. Alright, so GNC is interesting. It actually had worse results, worse income than last year. Last year, its revenue was $659.9 million, and this year it was only $607.5 million. But it's still gapping up some, most likely due to the same store sales increased 0.5%. in domestic company-owned stores, including GNC.com in the first quarter of 2018. So that's most likely why it's gapping up some. But it's interesting that the overall revenue is down from last year, but it is gapping up some. So maybe watch it for a short under 4. Going to watch it carefully, though. It could push back up. So we'll see. AMD has a ton of press releases out today. All right, so AMD earnings boosted by Ryzen and crypto mining stock soars. Strong revenue growth continues, and AMD projects it will accelerate despite quote unquote or modest in parentheses crypto decline. Advanced Micro Devices Inc. relieved concerns about its recent growth Wednesday by producing more profit than expected and projecting that revenue growth would accelerate, sending shares in after-hours trading higher in after-hours trading. So good revenue for AMD. What's the next one? UCTT. All right, so UCTT had good revenue as well. They're up 7.3% in after-hours trading after the company beat earnings and revenue expectations. Net income was $24.7 million or 66 cents a share, up from $14.3 million or 42 cents a share a year earlier. Adjusted earnings of 69 cents a share marked an increase from 47 cents a share a year ago and came in off the fact-set consensus expectation for 66 a share. Revenue rose 27% to $314.8 million and beat expectations for $282 million. So good revenue, beat expectations, and that was increased over year. So good news for UCTT. The next one is PCMI. All right, so PCMI had good first quarter earnings as well. It was a record first quarter, so that's good. It beat expectations as well, I believe. So PCMI is up. MATR, very low volume. Not my favorite one, but gonna see why it's moving. All right, so Mattersight to be acquired by NICE, N-I-C-E. The pioneer in personality-based software applications today announced that it has entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by an affiliate of NICE Ltd., the worldwide leading provider of both cloud and on-premises enterprise software solutions that empower organizations to make smarter decisions based on advanced analytics of structured and unstructured data. Under the terms of the agreement, NICE will launch a tender offer to purchase all outstanding shares of Mattersight's common and preferred stock, pursuant to which holders of Mattersight's common stock will receive a $2.70 per common share in cash, and holders of Mattersight's outstanding stocks will receive $2.70 per common share in cash, or $7.80 per share in cash, I'm sorry. Plus accrued and unpaid dividends as of immediately prior to the closing. So good news, they're getting acquired by NICE, I believe. And so that's ultimately what's going on with MATR. Since it's an acquisition, they might not move too much. CHEK, watching this one from yesterday. Not really any news out for CHEK. Next is UAVS here. All right, so UAVS had a corporate update on strategy and initiatives. So it's moving some. NETE gapping down. Let's see why NETE is gapping down. I think this is a crypto-related stock, if I remember it correctly. All right, so they basically had a press release or a news story that came out about NETE from Barron's.com, and it was titled, "The Tech Company That Couldn't Invest Straight." And so that's making it gap down a significant amount. We'll see what happens. I'll have to read it eventually. Last one on my list is PENN. Looks like it may be a merger, acquisition, something like that. Let me see. All right, so PENN, National Gaming, first quarter results. Sorry, banging my elbow on my table on accident. Penn National Gaming first quarter results exceed guidance with record income from operations of 172.1 million, adjusted of 242.6 million, and adjusted EBITDA after master lease payments of 126.7 million. So good income for PENN, and that's ultimately why it's gapping up. And so yeah, we've got some decent movers today. Good afternoon, Sinners. What's up, man? Yeah, yesterday was tough for me. You can see I lost like $40 yesterday. So it was tough. Oh, so Sinners, you're Power Zone. Okay, I didn't realize you were Power Zone. I thought you were a new guy. I was wondering what happened to Power Zone. Dog Dog. Dog Dog says he's kind of a guru of stocks. Good morning, Tiny. Dog Dog's gonna come out with his new course called Buy the Dip. You know, charging $10,000 for it. Be on the lookout. I know, Tiny. I mean, here's the thing. I'm bummed out about it, right? I'm bummed out yesterday was such a big losing day, but I'm more bummed out because although the spread was a little crazy, my trade idea was exactly correct on CHEK. And I've thought about this, I'm going to start, whenever I get into these overextended short setups, I'm going to start setting my stop at the high of the day, even if I get stopped out. And I just have to take the appropriate share size with it because I see this all the time. I see the same thing happen. It drops down some, looks weak, pushes up a small amount, doesn't break the high of the day, and then eventually comes back down and washes out. And I see that over and over and over again. And so, in my videos, like in my video lessons that I put out, I always say a very good stop for these type of setups is the high of the day. I just don't follow my own advice. And so when I get into these overextended short setups, I have to set my stop at the high of the day. That's when it's going to be the most reliable setup, And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But that's what I really need to work on in that regard. EBIO. Yeah, EBIO, I'm watching this one over this 246 level. This 246 high of yesterday is really where I'm kind of paying attention to EBIO. You can see AMD is breaking the highs already. No, RESN. Yeah, I was watching RESN yesterday as well. That's tough, Power Zone. Yeah, EVLV looks interesting as well. This is one of those swing trading setups that I look for a lot. And, as you can see by the chart, it doesn't work 100% of the time. But basically what I look for with these type of setups is a late day volume spike, just like this. So you can see EVLV had relatively low volume throughout most of the day. Right before the close, it had this really nice volume spike. I usually like those for swing trades. A lot of the time, they'll gap up a significant amount. As you can see by this one, it's not the greatest example because it's not really moving much, but that's kind of what I look for with swing trades. It's still 7 a.m. here. It's 8 o'clock here. It's 8:11 where I live. But yeah, the setups I'm kind of looking for today. Watching CRK under the $7 level. If it can break under 7, maybe look to ride it down to 650, maybe lower down to 6. So we'll see. GNC is not my favorite one anymore. I was watching it around $4, but it just broke under. It doesn't really have much of a gap to fill anymore, about 15 cents. So we'll see what happens with it. UCTT, kind of looking at it for maybe an overextended short. Maybe if it drops under the $17 level, may have some room to fill. Gonna watch it. PCMI, I can't trade on TradeNet, so I'll have to trade it on Ustock or something like that. CHEK may be looking for a continuation, although I don't really like this one just because you saw it yesterday. The spread is just absolutely ridiculous for CHEK. My trade idea was 100% correct, but it was just really nerve-wracking because when the spread's 60 or 70 cents on a very, low float stock like this, the spread is so large. It's just very tense in the trade, and it makes it so you don't think as clearly as you should. UAVS at 365. NETE, kind of looking for a continuation short here if it keeps falling, although I'm a little bit more long biased with it just because it's down so much already. If it drops under 750 and looks weak, I will consider a short though. PENN needs some more volume, but gonna watch it regardless, see if it can fill some of this gap going down. Seven says it's a classy drink in the U.S. Only for the rich. Yeah, man, for sure. I'm watching it, dog. I forced my wife to watch that Draft Day movie, and she actually liked it. It was surprising. I forced her to watch it. She really didn't want to watch Draft Day with Kevin Costner, but she liked it, man. I had to force her to watch it. Good morning, Ant. What's up, man? Yeah, it's actually pretty good, man. I liked it. It's a little cheesy, but it's a guy movie for sure. All right, so let's see if I can find anything else that's moving. Yeah, you're going to the draft, Ant. That's awesome, man. VLRX Alba. It's gapping up some. It needs some more volume though. And so far it's got a 5-cent spread. So needs some more volume. But it's gapping up some. I'm more long biased with it. See if it can rebound. But if it starts to drop, I'm just not going to touch it. Volume's kind of a little bit too low for me. DARE. Oh, nice. I didn't even see DARE. This one ran yesterday. But yeah, it's moving some, pushing up. Gonna keep an eye on it. It's not tradable in TradeNet, unfortunately. CYS. Nice. I didn't even see YS. Appreciate that. So now I kind of have two options for overextended shorts now. Appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely have some better options than yesterday. Yesterday, the only overextended short setup I saw was CHEK, and you saw how that worked out. PGH, CDTI. I kind of like PGH, especially if it can break over that 88-cent high. I kind of like CDTI as well. I doubt I could trade either one of these on Ustock or on TradeNet, but I could probably trade them on Robinhood or Ustock. So yeah, I like those. Your wife vlogs, Aunt? Yeah, man. If she's got a vlog on YouTube, let me know, man. I'll give her a shout out. See if I can get some people to subscribe to her, man. GERN, Chad. Yeah, gapping down some. Maybe watch it for a continuation short under 4. CYS and CDTI are those two I have to add. Just putting those there so I can remember them. Yeah, you're probably right, dog. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, Baker, I think he'll probably go first or second. I saw he recreated Brett Favre's draft photo. But he's here in Texas like I am, so I've been following him a little bit. Randy, that was CHEK. CHEK is gapping down some. Right, that's what I'm looking at, dog. I'm looking at the short it. MBII up. Yeah, MBII had that little late volume spike, which is what makes me kind of interested in it. EYPT for a short. Yeah, under 220. Can't talk. Under 220 looks decent, or 215 I should say, down to 199. But I don't think I could short it. No, I can't, unfortunately. Yeah, for shorts, I'm looking at CRK, UCTT, and maybe CYS. See if CDI, this is kind of one of them I'm long biased with. But yeah, we've got some movers this morning. We got some options. So I'm going to be watching a few of these. Yeah, I don't know why CRK ran. I'll try to look it up really quick because that's up a huge amount. It's up from 476 to 715, and CRK isn't really showing a reason why it's up. Yeah, the last news story that came out was in March for CRK. And so here's the thing though, like with stocks like this, you never really know. So like especially pumps like this. So if there's no news out on CRK, it could be a pump. And so although I'm more short biased with it, it could very easily push up as well, especially if it's getting pumped up by somebody in the company. So you got to be careful with these, but like I said, I'm more short biased with it. Under 7, going to watch it for potential short. I want to see my setup though. Gonna watch Dare, maybe look to get in long, depends. Alright guys, we got 5 minutes left until the open. But market's opening up in 4 minutes. Got to keep an eye on AMD. Although it's a higher float stock, it may take more to make it move. We'll see what happens with it. But watching these three specifically, CRK, UCTT, and CYS for shorts, I want to see the SPY drop if I am going to short them. I'd like to see the SPY go in the same direction, but I'm going to keep an eye on them regardless. Oh, appreciate that, Tipple. Okay, appreciate Eric and Tipple. I was wondering why. I didn't see any reason why it was really looking up like that, so I appreciate that. I couldn't find any news story on it. IMOS gapping up. Very, very low volume, though. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes. Any opinion on I? I've looked at this one for the last few weeks. Every time I look at the daily, I think it's a good short, but it continues to push up, and so I really don't know. It may continue going. I was short biased with it a few weeks ago, but like I said, every time I'm short biased with it, it just continues to run up, so no telling with I. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes left. What's up, Juan? Snap. Yeah, Snap's gapping up some. Snapchat. Big down day yesterday, so this kind of goes to that. Always look at the extension. Gap down a significant amount yesterday. Now it's up some in pre-market. We'll see. All right, guys, we got about a minute and a half left. A lot of options today. Hopefully I can get into something good. TZ00 or TCOO. Yeah, I know this one. I think this one was gapping up a few days ago. Let me see. Yeah, yesterday it was gapping up some. Ran a decent amount. We'll see if it holds these gains. I don't think I can trade it on TradeNet. No, unfortunately I can't. But gonna watch it too. On DARE. There's no telling. I mean, it's up so much already. If it looks strong and breaks 144, I'll consider it for a long. But it's up so much already. It's up from 81 cents in the last few days. So a really big percentage move, percentage gain on there. And so usually when I see a stock that much on the upside, I'm a little bit more short biased with it. But there's no telling. It's moving some. It looks nice in pre-market. So always got to say, I'm not an investment professional. I do not give investment advice, and I'm not liable for any losses anybody takes in the stream. You have to make your own assessment of the market and trade responsibly. Have to say that for liability reasons. But like I said, I'm a little bit more short biased with it just because it's up so much already. But it does have this 144 point. If it can break over that and continue pushing, it may be a good long, and I'll watch it on Ustock and TradeNet. All right, guys, here's the market open. Good luck, all. All right, so there's DARE breaking that previous high at 144 from yesterday. We'll see if it can hold over that level. AMD falling down some. CHEK breaking the lows. But like I said yesterday, I'm not touching CHEK. Just too crazy for me. SPY's coming down some. DARE testing 150 now. PDS halt. Yeah, PDS running up big here. All right, so big pullback on Dare. AMD starting to fall here, and CRK having a really big push here. So not a short bias with it now, obviously. Watching CYS here, but CRK is pushing up big at the open. UCTT running up big as well. AMD here. I may jump in AMD for a washout long setup. Looks to be a little bit of a washout long setup on AMD here. DARE dropping. You see AMD with this washout long, breaking over it. Got to trust my instincts a little bit more with that one. EBIO. EBIO's running here. Up to 255, EBIO. Yeah, EBIO is pushing really strongly here. Watching CRK here for a fail now. If it pushes up here and fails, may get in going short under this 720 level. PDS resuming, but it's gapping down some from the resumption. EBIO still pushing here. You know, like I always say, man, a lot of times the small gaps are the ones that run the most. The big gaps, they're extended, so a lot of times they fail. You can see the small gaps are running the most here. All right, so there's CRK dropping. SPY's bouncing back here. Almost jumped in AMD for a washout long. Looks like it was a fake out. Patiently waiting for my setup with CRK here. Gonna wait for a small bounce on CRK and then try to get in on the bounce. PENN breaking the high of the day here. What happened to the chat? Can anybody see the chat or talk in the chat? I don't see anybody talking here. All right, so I am in CRK here with 40 shares. I'm gonna try to be as patient as I can with CRK. We all watching our money, huh? All right, so now I'm looking for CRK too. If it bounces, that's fine. I am going to let it work for me this time. Stay patient. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay. Yeah, I think that would have been a better short, John Carlo. I was thinking about that as well. I'm just going to let it work. I'm going to be patient. I don't want to get scared out of it too soon. I'm going to set a stop really quick to protect my account a little bit at over 750, maybe 770. All right, I'll be right back though, guys. All right, I'm back. All right, so really I understand that CRK may bounce here, and that's fine because patience is my long game with this one. And I'm waiting to see if CYS breaks under this low at around 720 as well. Watching CYS here for a drop under this low. Watching CVS here pretty closely, waiting for it to drop into this low right here, maybe get in for a short. Sean John asked, what do I think about the Robinhood app? I think it's a good app for new traders. You can see I have Robinhood up here. I don't know if I'm signed in yet. But you can see I have Robinhood here. I trade Robinhood sometimes. RESN. But yeah, I'm comfortable in this trade right now, even though it's not really going in my direction. Just because I'm sticking to my plan here. I'm not going to get scared out of my trades anymore. If it goes the wrong way, that's fine. But I'm comfortable in it for the most part. All right, so I am in CVS as well here with 100 shares. Now my losses may be a little bit bigger today because I'm trying to take bigger sizing, but I'm sticking to my trade ideas today. All right, so I'm still holding. Right, I think Robinhood's better suited for swing traders. All right, so I'm just patiently waiting, holding both of these positions. I'm in CRK and CYS. CRK with 40 shares, CYS with 100. Kind of gross with CYS bouncing back. Trying to patiently wait and hold both of these setups. All right, so patiently waiting for both of these setups here. CYS and CRK are two stocks that I'm holding right now, both going short. CYS is just moving really, really slow here. CRK bouncing back over 7 here. It's a longer term trade. I'm going to let it work a little while, see if it can start dropping some, wash out eventually today. It looks like my Thinkorswim is actually lagging some here. I'm not sure. Trying to patiently wait. I guess I'll look at see what else is moving in the market. Got a stop set for CVYS here. Super frustrating with CRK. Now it's bouncing back some. Gonna stick to my plan though. I'm going to jump out of CYS here. It's just not moving at all. And so it's a small loss, but it's just not moving. Absolutely crazy, man. Super frustrating. I mean, I'm sticking to my plan here. If it goes over 750, I'll jump out of it, but really aggravating trade. Broke under the low there at 7, and then it just popped right back up. I think it's following the SPY to a certain extent as well, though. Right, senior bets, it's $0, man. It doesn't cost anything. Yeah, the SPY's starting to rebound here, so I got to be really careful with some of these long trades. Or some of these short trades. It's crazy how much everything follows the overall market. I went ahead and got out of CYS here. Still holding CRK. CYS just isn't moving at all. Still more short bias with it, but we'll see. Gonna be patient with it. If I take a larger loss today, it's because I'm using bigger size than normal. And it's just frustrating. Every time I try to use bigger sizing, it just never ends up working out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just the SPY starting to rebound. Most stocks follow the market. So if you look at the SPY here, SPY's coming all the way back down after having a down day originally at the open. And so a lot of this stuff is just following the SPY, the overall market. The short with this one should have been right here at this 750 level when it couldn't hold. And it acted as resistance. That wouldn't have been a good short, but oh well. SPY's bouncing back. Right, exactly, Giancarlo. Proxy, I don't want to give you any trading advice. I'm short in it. So it's, there's no telling what it'll do. But yeah, I'm still holding my short with it. Looked like a really good short, broke under the lows. Just couldn't hold under there. Now it's kind of forming a little channel here. But you can see mostly everything is following the overall market. And even though CRK went against the grain this morning, originally went all the way up to 785, most stocks still follow the overall market, even if they go the wrong way originally, like the SPY and CRK did. I mean, I really don't know, Sean. I can only hope it will, but there's not really any telling. It could push up. I mean, usually when a stock does this, usually when a stock pushes up and then drops all the way back down to the low, usually it continues falling some. But in the stock market, nothing's 100%. You can never really tell what anything's going to do. But you can see a lot of other stuff starting to push up as well. AMD trying to get over this high of the day here. CRK is just forming a very obvious channel here in between 240 and 215. See you, Tiny. Remember, tomorrow's the all-day stream, so I'll be streaming all day tomorrow. All right, so there's AMD breaking the highs at 11:04 now. LEDS. Some people are talking about LEDS. Yeah, LEDS is trying to push here. ESND. Look at this wash on ESND today. HEAR trying to push here as well. Turtle Beach, I believe, is what this one is. SPY making a big run up here again. Rebounding, pushing up. See a rise. HEAR still trying to push. Yeah, I'm waiting to see which way CRK does. It's either going to go up or down. It looks like it broke down, which is good for me. HEAR breaking over the high of the day here, up to 515. There's a nice drop on CRK. Let's see if we can hold under that 715 support is really kind of what I'm waiting for now. AMD pushing up to 1110. SPY pushing up. Mats, honestly, I've never made enough money to withdraw from TradeNet. You know, I'm still a new trader, man. I've only been trading regularly for 9 months. 10 months now. Maybe 10 months, less than a year of regular trading. And so I'm still a new trader for the most part. A lot of people misinterpret this channel to think I'm some type of trading expert, because I'm not. I'm still a new trader for the most part. And so I'm just doing what every new trader does, is work on trying to be consistent, you know. And lately I've been moody. Like last week was a great week. This week, not so much. Senior dog, are you talking about Thinkorswim? Yeah, dog, senior, however you say it. Thinkorswim is what I'm using here. It's this charting platform. It's TD Ameritrade's. If you have an account with them, you can open up a Thinkorswim account. And so it's my favorite platform by far. Really good with charts. Morning, Ben. What's up, man? Yeah, appreciate it, Play Store. Yeah, a lot of people misinterpret this channel, man. I'm just a new trader. Like I only started less than a year ago trading regularly, and so I'm still learning, man. You know, a lot of people misinterpret it. That's why my channel's called Beginner Trading. One, because it's a trading resource, and two, because I'm still a new trader. You know, and I'm still learning. I'm not trying to act like a guru or an expert. I post video lessons on just stuff that I have found that works for me, you know, but it might not work for everybody else. And so, you know, I'm still a new trader for the most part, just still kind of learning how to trade here, you know. I know you can trade options. I don't know about futures. I know you can trade stocks and options. You have to get it approved for options, though. Because I've tried to trade options just playing around on it, and I didn't have approval. I think you have to have a margin account or something like that to trade options. But I know you can trade them. HEAR running up here, man. Look at this volume spike start to come in on HEAR up to 550. Big move. Yeah, no problem, Alba. Yeah, that's what my channel's for, man. Um, you know, it seems like every time I have a bad week, when most of the time I'm pretty decent at trading. I use smaller sizing because I'm still learning, and it only makes sense to use small sizing if you're still learning. But every time I try to go up in sizing and have a bad week, I have all these haters that come out saying I should quit trading and that I'm horrible and all this stuff. And it's like, look, man, you know, if you want the honest answer, it takes years and years to learn how to trade consistently. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what these gurus say. I don't care what any of them say. You know, it takes years and years to learn how to be a profitable trader. If you read Jack Schwager's Market Wizards book, which is my favorite stock market book, you know, he interviews a bunch of profitable traders, and the common thing about all of them is that it took years to learn. You don't just jump in and start being really profitable. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of studying and learning. You know, it's not something that you'll just be great at overnight. It's really tough. You can learn the patterns, but the emotional side is the side that you really have to get a hold of, you know. And so it takes time, man. It's hard, you know. And that's kind of what my channel's about. You know, I'm not trying to act like a guru here. I'm just letting people watch me trade, you know, as a new trader. You know, I'm a new trader. I'm letting people watch so they can see what it's really like for a new trader. You know, there's a lot of other YouTube channels putting videos out. You know, they're not actually showing you their streams or their live trades. They're just cherry picking their winners. And they're saying, look how much money I made. And they're just cherry picking their winners. A lot of them are paper trading and then videoing. You know, just continue to paper trade over and over again until you have a really profitable trade. And then they show you that one profitable trade. Like, look how great I'm doing. You know, when the reality is, if you're saying that every day's profitable, if you're never saying you have a losing day, you're lying, you know. And so it's tough, man. Trading takes time, you know. Appreciate it, Play Store, man. Appreciate it, man. All right, so CRK is starting to go in my direction. We'll see if it can bounce off 7. Like I said, when I first got into this trade, this is going to be a longer term trade. You know, I'm going to let this one work for me. A lot of times it takes a while to go in my direction. So it's going to be a little bit longer term trade. I'm just going to let it work. See if I can get that low of the day break down to maybe 650 is what I'm looking for. Very true. You have to learn to lose money. And that's what I'm the worst at. I hate losing, you know. But like I'm slowly getting better at it. Like in this trade, I said if I lose money, that's okay. You know, you have to be okay with losing money, especially as a new trader, because that's how you learn. Yeah, the emotional side's the side that gets you. It's just because most of the time you underestimate how strong your emotions can hurt your trading. You know what I mean? Like CHEK, for instance. And I know this one had a bad spread, but the emotional side, like yesterday, I said I was short. I was short biased with this one yesterday. You know, and I got out right around the highs. Right here, I got out right around here, and look how much this thing dropped yesterday. And so it's all mental, man. It's all the emotional side is what takes its toll on you. The book is called Market Wizards by Jack Schwager. It's probably one of the most popular trading books out there. SSC starting to push up. Right, you got to consider your losses like your market tuition. And this is what I tell every new trader. Like, I text a few traders. Traders text me. I probably have 3 or 4 relatively new traders that kind of text me and WhatsApp me to kind of talk about trading with. A lot of them met me from the stream. But everything I always tell them, if they've never traded before, I always try to tell them, whatever you start with, whether you start with 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000, whatever it is, you are most likely going to lose that entire account. And if you're not okay with losing your first account, then you shouldn't be trading, because you are most likely going to lose every cent in that first account. And you have to be okay with that, because as a new trader, you're going to lose. You know, a majority of the time you're going to lose as a new trader. You know, sure, there's outliers that are immediately successful, but that's very, very rare. You know, most of the time you're going to lose your first account. Most of the time you're going to lose your second and third account. But if you have perseverance and you keep learning and you learn how to manage risk really well, then you have a shot at doing it, you know. But if you're not okay with losing that first account, it's never going to work. Yeah, for sure. But it's important. Like, new traders need to understand this, because there's a lot of people out there like on YouTube and selling courses and stuff like that. You know, they want you to think it's easy, and it's not. You know, they want you to think it's easy. They want you to think that if you buy their $5,000 course or whatever it is, you know, that you'll just jump into being a profitable trader. And regardless of any course you take, regardless of everything, you know, you're most likely going to lose your first account no matter what. And you have to be okay with it, you know. And so it's all about learning how to trade profitably and maintaining your account long enough. And that's why I use small sizing, is because I think it's really important. Better than any course out there is actual experience in the market. And so if you use large sizing and lose your account before you actually gain that experience, you're not going to be any better as a trader. And so it only makes sense to use really small sizing at first, even if you're only taking $5 or $10 gains, because that experience you gain using that is going to help you along the way. Whereas if you jump right in using 500 or 1,000 shares or something crazy like that, you know, then you're just going to lose your account and you're going to say it's rigged or whatever you want to say. And it's just not going to be worth it. So you actually have to take the time, maybe use small sizing, and learn how to trade profitably, you know. See you, Mitch. Thanks for watching, man. Sonic Max, always coming in with the troll, man. I was wondering where you were at today, Sonic. Alright, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. CRK, I'm going to let it run. Probably set a stop loss around that 740 area, maybe 750, just to make it at the $0.50 break. But so far, we'll see what happens. It's kind of consolidating here, looking for a break under 7. But like I said when I first got into it, it's going to be a little bit longer term. And if it turns out to be a losing trade, that's okay. You know, still learning. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, yeah, paper trading, it just, the emotions aren't there. Paper trading is good for practicing setups and patterns. You know, paper trading is good for analyzing whether a specific strategy will work for you. Aside from that, it's, you know, it will kind of give you too much confidence, really. But paper trading has its place, I think. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I day trade live every weekday morning, and tomorrow is our all-day live stream. I'm going to stream most of the market day tomorrow, like last Friday. I'll take a few breaks here and there, but mostly trade throughout most of the day. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe button now, and I hope you'll join us tomorrow. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. If you appreciate this content and you like watching me day trade live every weekday morning, make sure you hit the like button right now on this video. It will definitely do me a favor if you can click the like button. I appreciate it if you do. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you all later. I'll post my watch list video a little bit later on today as well. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Have a good one, guys.